Hi guys, today I'm doing last question from the world John Wick Ballerina. So it's going to avoid I'll get this go. So then I'm doing from the world John Wick Ballerina. So Ballerina Montes, one of John marketed as from the world of John Wick Ballerina, is a 2025 American action thriller film and the fifth installment in the John Wick franchise. Something is a spin-off set between the events of John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum and John Wick Chapter 4. Edward Wiseman and stars Ana de Armas in the title role, alongside Gabriel Byron, Catalina Sandina Marina, and Norman Reedus. He was one of among those reprising roles from the previous films, including Angelica Houston, Lance Reddick. In this final screen appearance, Ian McShane and Keanu Reeves. And I'm looking forward to this. I like the John Wick movies, and then I watched it, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I think it's probably one of the better films. Tomorrow we'll be doing ranking. I thought Anna Dion, was good. Angelica Houston, Cohen Byron, Lance Reddick, Norman Reedus, Ian McShane, Keanu Reeves are great. This Lance Reddick, his last movie. I like the score by Tyler Bates, Joel J. Richard, and yeah, I thought it was good. I thought the action was good, cinematography was good, the acting was really good. So yeah, I don't know if we'll get a sequel to this. We are getting the Kane spin-off with Donnie Yen. We are getting John Wick Chapter 5. We are getting an animated prequel. And so yeah, I really liked it. I gave it an 8 out of 10. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. So let's get into spoilers. Now, as a spoilers, if you haven't seen it, click away and then come back. So Eve Caro is the daughter of two assassins, Javier Kimura of the Roma and his unnamed wife of the cult. And even ago, Javier betrayed the cult and went on the run with Eve, leading to the death of Eve's mother. As a close chancellor wants to retrieve Eve, the cult assaults her residence, killing her guards. Facing with Javier, who helps Eve escape. Leo Continental owner Winston, who helps Eve escape New York. Continental owner Winston. Scott brings Eve to the Roscoe Roma, where Eve speaks to the director and agrees to join them to avenge Javier's death. Over the next 12 years, Eve trains as a ballerina and a Kikamura assassin/bodyguard here under the director and Nogi. She once meets John Wick, who unsuccessfully advises her to abandon a violent path. As Amora, Eve successfully protects her first ward, Harris Cadillac Park, and later completes several successful contracts. While the king and target, Eve is attacked by an assassin, whom she kills and identifies as a cultist. She asks director and the cult wanting revenge. The director forbids Eve from pursuing because due to a long-term truce between the cult and the rest of Roma. Eve disobeys the director and visits the New York Continental, where Charon grants her access to Winston. Winston reveals that one cultist, Daniel Pine, is staying at the Prague Continental. A large bounty on him. So Eve travels there and books a room. Several cultists are also there, led by Nina, waiting for the bounty's fulfillment. Eve infiltrates Pines and discovering his daughter Ella. When Pine reveals he is hiding from the cult, Ella escaped from them. When the cult sees that Eve has not killed Pine, it increases the bounty. The cultists and other mercenaries attack Pine. Eve transfers Ella to her. Cultist Dex grievously wounds Pine, while Lena incapacitates Eve and kidnaps Ella. The Prague Continental staff spare Eve and execute the surviving cultists and mercenaries for their attack. Eve goes to purchase weapons from arms dealer Frank, but a cult attacks his shop. After Eve kills the cultist, Frank helps her narrow down the location of the cult's base and provide her with the transport. Eve's search brings her to town. Hallstatt, where she quickly comes under attack as the town's people are of the cult. How many are assassins, some of whom the cult has offered safe haven to. Eve is eventually captured and brought to the Chancellor, who discovers her Rosca-Roma affiliation. Eve reveals her revenge plot, while he reveals that Pine is his son and Ella his granddaughter. Chancellor remembers Eve, informing Lena that she is Eve's older sister, when Mavia abandoned during his escape due to fearing that the cult had already indoctrinated Lena. Eve breaks free before being concerned by Lena, who reveals their kinship. Hearing of Eve and Lena talking, Chancellor orders the deaths. The cult's grenades kills Lena, while Eve escapes. Chancellor directed to declare war between the factions due to Eve's actions. Despite the director showing that Eve had gone rogue to appease the Chancellor, the director sends John Wick to take out Eve as a compromise, which the Council accepts. Wick arrives at Hallstatt, where he finds and defeats Eve, eventually sparing her and imploring her to leave Hallstatt. Eve pleads for her revenge, so the sympathetic Wick gives her less than an hour to kill the Chancellor, after which he will have no choice but to continue his contract. Eve continues her fight against the cult across Hallstatt, by killing Dex to save Eve. Some cultists attack Wick, who kills them in turn. When the cult loses track of Wick, the Chancellor attempts to flee with Ella, but Eve corners them. The Council attempts to recruit Eve, but Eve executes him and escapes Ella. Wick informs the director of the Chancellor's death, and she is relieved at the averted war. Ella is reunited with a recovering Pine at the New York Continental. The cult takes a large bounty on Eve. While watching the ballet performance by former Kimura trainee Tatiana, Eve learns of the bounty and leaves the theater. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. And so yeah, and yeah, I think it's the third movie Keanu Reeves and Ana de Armas. The first one was Knock Knock, and the other one was Exposed. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. Now next week I will be doing How to Train Your Dragon, the live action remake. So yeah, so guys, I'm gonna try video. I'll see you next one. Bye.